Welcome back, everyone. Alright, let's get some more assembly done. Okay, looking good. So I went around and I plugged up all the areas where the light was leaking through. I used the putty. Just gotta go back and paint that area. So I just gotta smoothen this out after for the thrusters. I can put these cowlings in place. Okay, let's actually do a quick light test just to see how it looks. Very nice. Alright, so I'm just getting testing here done on the lighting. So I got the main 12 volt line coming in here, tying into here. And I got the 12 volt power supply in here, tied into here. And then I got the main line coming off there, which goes down to the engineering hull. Let's do a quick light test just to see what this looks like here. Oh yeah, look at that. Very, very nice. Holy moly. This is gonna look really good. Originally I was kind of thinking I would have to put another light strip in the bottom here to light up these lower windows, but they're all equally lit up, so it looks really good. It's amazing. Alright, got everything going through there now. Everything all relabeled, so I know what's for what. So this is all for the torpedoes here. Okay, so I'm going to mix together some of this epoxy here. It's going to be the main stuff that's going to hold this down. And then after this sets, I can put this on top of that and get that set in place. And then we can move on. Alright, so with this all done here now, let's get the impulse engine cowling here in place. Alright, so I just have to let that set now. And then I'll putty around the open areas here to close it all up. And then it should look really good. Alright, so I'm going to get these put together here, run lines. Okay, time to get this put together now. Okay, got that looking good. Got that all filled in. Not bad. Okay, just gotta let that set. Okay, that's looking really good. Let's get the top part of the engineering hull in place. Now, one thing I discovered that helps with the two parts being connected properly is to apply glue to one part where it connects and a little bit of glue on the other part as well. That way they're both set up and you just put them together and Bob's your uncle. I'll get that reset later for the torpedoes. Let's get these impulse engine cowlings in place. Looking pretty good. Okay. Now I still have to let this set for about another day just because I got so much on there and it's really thick. And then after that, sand it down, smoothing it out, and then repaint. Okay, so I got all the 5-volt regulating going here. The 12 volts are right here. So everything looks like it's hooked up all right. Looks good. And back here, I had to do a little bit of painting there to cover up light bleed through. But it looks good now. Okay, so what we can do here. Actually, what we can do here is we can get this in place. You can see I got the line there that goes through here. Anyway, through, and then we can get this hooked in here. Glue this in place. And then we can get going with final wiring up of the engineering hull. Still have to add a bit of a light back here. Yeah, I just extended it out a little bit and it works really well now. So what I need to do next is I need to run a line here. I'll run up the shaft here that'll connect to this warp engine here. I need to do the same thing for this wire here for the navigation, because when this thing is down, it's going to be next to impossible to run a line down through there. It's just really hard to do. I'm just getting these lines here hooked up here. And there we go. Just gotta let that set. And I'll putty in the open areas on either side here and around here. It'll close all that up, make it look nice and smooth. A little bit around the edges here on both sides. And that will complete that. Looking really good. Okay. Now, get the lower half of the engineering hull all hooked up and attached. I just need to get an extension lines here for the 5-volt regulator. Okay, so we got the line here from going to the 5-volt regulator. This here is for the 12-volt power supply. That's the main lighting. So I'm going to add main power in and a black or negative line, ground line coming in through here down to here. I think that's all I need going down. Tie it into here, let the main line in, ground, main line power out, which is where these things are going to be connected to. So okay, let's get the lines run in here first. Don't want any undue stress on those lines there, because you do not want them to snap at all. So I'm going to leave this this ground off for now. When I go to tie everything in, I want this tied onto it so it's all done in one great big bunch to here. Okay, I think we're ready to get the rest of this stuff all wired up now. Guess what I could do here. All right, I need a little extra lines here. Now we are ready to put these together. I had to do a little bit of repair work here. Two of these wires popped off the resistor, so I glued them or soldered them back on, and then I put the glue on there with the glue gun. So now they shouldn't move at all now. Okay, so that's all ready to go. This is all done. That's all done for the navigation and the strobe. Just got to put these lines on to the regulator down there. Get these two lines connected directly to the main power line coming in here. You don't, these for the main lighting you don't want on the regulator. Okay, so let's get these connected here and then there onto the regulator. Okay, we got the 12 volt power supply, the main power supply coming in, positive going to the 12 volt. And then we got the main power here for the regular LEDs, which goes on the other part, the other pin on the regulator. All the negatives get tied in together here, which goes on to the center pin. All right, let's get those all hooked up. Okay, this isn't lighting up. I did another light test, and the negative wire on here, the ground wire, popped off for the warp engine. It wouldn't light up. Now it works. All right, let's do one more light test to make sure everything's working. And the light strip in there, I forgot to hook up to the main line coming in. All right, one more light test. Main phaser there firing. Looks good. Well, flashing. That's supposed to be flashing. Good. Everything's all lit up. Nice. All right, just gotta wait for this to set. And then we can put these two halves together. And the final step after that, the last warp engine. All right, looking real good. Let's get these together. And there we go. Looking not too bad. Very good. Just gotta let that set. And then we can work on the final part. Looks really good. Okay, so I'm gonna smoothen all this stuff out here before I put the third engine on. You gotta do a little bit of modification on this here to fit around the ridges here. And make sure that this engine is gonna fit okay here. Okay, coming along quite nicely. Got the touch-up painting there done. Still got a bit of cleaning up to do there. Just get that gunk off of there. I found I had to add a little bit more putty in this area here, so I gotta let that set. Then I can finish up the touch-up in this area here. It's looking not too bad. Seams are all pretty much closed up. Looks good. I did a light test. There's no light coming through any areas here on the hull. Looks pretty good. A little bit of touch-ups to do around the engine, but it's looking good. It's looking really good. So while this sets, before I can finish it off and put the final engine in place, let's get this here ready to go. Okay, so on here, obviously you're gonna have the switch. We're gonna have the plug, the jack for the AC power. So I just gotta drill a hole out here. Probably put the switch over here, the jack back here. So let's get that switch in place here first. All right, so we got the jack here, the switch. Let's get those installed. Now to get the jack installed. Okay, I'm gonna use this. Make sure the switch doesn't pop out. Okay, so I got solder on the pins there. Good, ready for the wiring. Drill a hole here, and then I got to put holes in here for the wiring to go through to the switch and through here. Nice, quick, easy way to do the holes. Now just got to run the wiring. The pin here is the positive, which goes to one of the pins there, and then we got the positive coming from the model, it goes here, and then the negatives, blah 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 blah. There we go. Got the lines run there. It's all ready for the model installation. And there we go. Alright, so I got that mark there where I need to trim that down just a little bit.
Heartbreak so difficult to heal. Addicts know they're addicted. They know when they're shooting up. But heartbroken people do not. But you do now.
Alright, looks good. Just got to attach the wires there.
But you do now. When your heart is broken, you simply cannot trust what your mind is telling you.
Looking really, really good. Well, that is it for this episode, everyone. In the next one, we are going to finish off that little touch-up painting here and there on the model. And then we can start on the Aztec decling. Please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.